Hey everybody, welcome back to the Chaotic Little Book Corner. The lighting is terrible today, and we're just gonna have to try and cope, which I don't actually understand why the lighting is terrible because it's not actually sunny right now. So you guys can see there is a missing advent calendar, and that is because the little girl over there named Coochie, who is my cat, decided that yesterday while I was cleaning and reorganizing my bookshelf and getting everything pretty again, it was a good plan to chew on said advent calendar and then throw up on it. So, overnight shipment involved and a lot of panic and crying and complete just devastation. Thank goodness for family members who help financially. This is the 24 Days of Tea, and it's from David's Tea. It was, I don't know how I managed to convince them that this was a good plan, but it is. So, we have no way to fit this in, but let's first of all, like, can we admire the little mousies? Like, there's little mousies, and then each little one has a T here. So we're going to start with 17. And this one is, let's put this down. It's chunkier than the other one. So this one is in a little gold tin, and it is chocolate covered almonds. I love chocolate covered almonds. Ooh, there's actually like chunks of almond in there. That's never a bad thing for flavoring of almond. That's like heaven in a cup, and I know it's going to be good. I will probably do a catch-up on all the days that I missed, but I'll do that off camera because I don't think you guys are going to want to sit here while I open tea after tea after tea and have a response to all of them, although you might. Let me know in the comments below. I won't open all of them until after you guys have let me know whether or not you want to see what's happening. And this, because I had to get like another small tea because it made free shipping happen. Chocolate macaroon. Yum. Today I'm going to be doing the Sisterhood of the World book tag. I was tagged by Manta Center, and I don't like the title. It feels so gender specific. So I was gonna do like the bookhood of the world. I don't know if that's politically correct, but I'm gonna go with the bookhood of the world. And so the difference of this book tag to others is that you are given 10 questions by the person who tagged you, and then you come up with 10 questions to tag for the people who you tag. So I'm going to link the 10 questions that I'm going to put in, so my 10 questions for the people I tag down below. And I'm also going to link 5 channels down below. So let's see, restricted section, Adam from Mementomori, Hannah Tay, Sophie from Portal and the Pages, and Blatantly Bookish. Let's go in. Amanda Center's questions are as follows. Which book do you wish you read as a child? And for me, that is Uprooted by Naomi Novik. Now, as an adult, I read this and did not enjoy it. But my younger parts that are alters really loved it. So from the kids that read it, ages like 10 to like 15, really enjoyed it. So that's one of the times that this is my disorder becomes very interesting, is their opinion of this book was very different from mine. They really loved it. So I wish I could have read it as a child so that I could see the magic the way they did, because I saw too many issues with it gender-wise and plot-wise and all of those things. But I think as a younger child, I would have just seen the magic and understood that it was just a sweet kind of romantic thing, and there was a really interesting magic system. Like, it would have felt a lot different to me as a child, and I wish I could have read it in that way. Why do you own books? I've talked about this before. I really struggled to learn how to read, and I was really terrible in school as far as participation in sports and things. One, I'm not a competitive person. I'm not. And two, I'm just not very athletic. And so I never received any awards for anything like that. But what I did receive was one award, which was, I always received the award for most, what's the word I'm looking for? Most developed. Basically meaning you sucked when you got into this class and you're leaving less sucky. And I always appreciated those awards because they let my family and me know that, I was really trying. But anyway, I started collecting books because every time I finished a book, I could tell that it was mine and that I loved it and that I had read it and that I could hold it and say, you finished this, you've done something, you've accomplished something. So I started collecting books as almost like trophies. As weird as that sounds. What's your favorite book font? Now, so this one is a little weird for me. So I picked Zadie Smith's Swing Time. First of all, I love the cover font. It's so pretty and so fabulous and so wonderful. But then I also like the written font. I think it's just a really easy font to follow. It's well spaced. It's small, but not too small. I'm really not sure what the title of the font is. It looks like Roman numeral, but it could be Helvetica. I don't know. But this is the font that I like. I don't I don't know how else to answer that question. I like font that's not too far spaced out, but not too tightly knit together. That's easily seen, but not too big. I also like shorter chapters. That helps me read. What makes a book spine beautiful? And for me, these are the two book spines on my shelf that I'm like, these are absolutely the most stunning things ever. And they're both published by the same people. These are published by McSweeney's, and I am absolutely in love with these. There's foiling on one of them. You can see that it's like not even letting you see the light. So yeah, there it is. So this one is All My Puny Sorrows by Miriam Toews, and I love that font too, actually. To be completely honest, that font is gorgeous as well. And then this one is Adios Cowboy, and it's by Savisi, Oja Savisi. And this one is really gorgeous there, but then the spine, it just matches so stunningly. The texture of the paper is gorgeous. It's just an all-around beautiful book, and I can't help but obsess over it. But those spines, Miss McSweeney has their spine art on point. What do you think the book blurb should say? As little as possible. I think it should say enough to make you understand what you're getting into, but little enough to get you to the point where you don't feel like you can predict the end of the book. So, like, if you were to read a book blurb that said on the back, and then there was a twist, I hate that. Don't tell me there's a twist in the blurb on the back, because I'm not going to touch that. Because it just feels like ridiculous. And what if da-da-da-da-da? Like, no. I really like descriptive words. So a story of whimsical matter and, beautiful prose and things like that. Tell me what the writing style looks like. Tell me who liked it. Tell me what it's compared to. I always love a good book that says in the style of X, Y, and Z. That really gets me every time. So if you were to tell me in the style of Erin Morgenstein and Christy Logan, a story of epic magical realism and whimsical feels, like that I would grab. The minute you compared it to an Erin Morgenstein or Christy Logan book, I would be on board. So The Night Circus and The Grace Keepers. You compare it to those two books and I'm already in 110%. What is the book on your shelf that needs a makeover? And that would be this. This is The Knife Drawer, Padrika Tarrant. Now, I don't think it needs a makeover because it's in terrible condition. Or because I don't like the cover. I love the cover, and it's in pretty good condition, but it's a paperback from a library, and the book is really uncomfortable to hold because it has plastic all over the cover. It has stickers throughout the book that have now been pulled off that actually teared through the pages, so, like, it makes it, see? You can even, like, see through that page. That's terrifying. So that would be the book that I think needs the most makeover, which just means I need a new copy. I'll get there eventually. Do you read a book once a year, depending on time of year? What one? No, I haven't. No, I haven't got one of those really. I want to say I do. Like, I definitely have books that I reread frequently, but nothing that I pick up like every Christmas or every September. No, I just don't have that. I wish I did. I would love to find that, but I haven't yet. What are you always looking for in bookstores but cannot find? Okay, I am looking for a book written in the style of Matt Bell meets author of Little Boy and Fat Man, which is that new book I'm reading and I will be talking about in a review coming up. So their writing styles mixed together, discussing mental illness in a foreign country non-related to the UK or the US, in a fairy tale themed story, but not outrightly so, that is darker and more creepy. So this is the book that I would really kind of say is the closest to it. And this is Fairy Tales for Wild Girls, and it's by Elise Near. This is a really dark, strange, quirky little book, and it's described as deliciously dark bubblegum gothic fairy tale. And that's kind of what I'm looking for, and this does that, but it's almost like it's like there, but it's not there. And the writing style is great, but it's not. It's like I want this Matt Bell pushed together and to combine into one amazing novel. That's what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. And I haven't found it yet. A book that I wish I hadn't seen the movie first. Psycho. What? I didn't know there was a book until later on, and I was so sad. And now I read the book, and it's not as good when you already know the ending. So, yeah. If you've seen the movie, the book is incredible. If you haven't seen the movie and you haven't read the book, what are you doing with your life? Go see Psycho. Go read Psycho. Go be in the world of Alfred Hitchcock and Robert Bloch and enjoy the insanity. It's incredible. Alright, last but not least, character, who would be my best friend? And that's Luna Lovegood. Luna Lovegood is my best friend, and we're gonna be partying together. So Luna Lovegood would be the character that I would definitely want to be best friends with. She is such a strong girl, such an incredible character, but also she's going through such grief, and the grief just becomes more and more intense as the books progress. And I know, like, there's something about Luna that just gets overlooked, in my opinion, that there's so much more depth that could be done with her as a character. Kind of like Neville, like there's such a story behind Luna and behind Neville that you never get to see, and I would love to see Luna or Neville's story a little more, or Luna's more so. I think that she had such a different upbringing than so many different people in the wizarding world, and that's one of the reasons she's so outcast. And I think that that's really, really not understood by Harry as a character. So that would be my best friend and the character. And, well, I guess I just answered another question that wasn't even there. Which character would you like to see more of? Maybe that'll be one of my questions. Ooh. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow, and I'll talk to you then. Bye-bye.